So how's the non-stop StarCraft been going for you? Like,
I'm keeping up. I'm keeping up. But I'm gonna be relieved once it's over.
yeah, same. Like, it's cool. I mean, I'm not doing as much as you, so it's probably more chill on me than you. But I'm having a good time, so I do not mind. But we are almost towards the end of this here, the final NA qualifier, and this game is gonna be epic. I have no doubt in my mind whoever wins this should qualify, but we've seen upsets before. Spawning in the top left-hand corner of Submarine LE. It is the United States of American player playing for New Angels Esports. It is PureLegacy.
And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Submarine LE, we have the American Zerg player representing Storm Gaming. It is JonSnow.
Now, we've casted JonSnow a few times, but I think he's a slept-on player. Maybe I'm just a fan.
maybe. I mean,
I don't know who I would pick to win in this bracket here.
Yeah, the last time we casted JonSnow was NA Apprentice Cup. I think it was 11 or 12, and
a while ago.
Yeah, he went all the way to the finals, and he played Silky in the finals. And I remember going into it, we were like, yo, Silky's got this. Like, he's won these before. Like, he's such a good Zerg player.
Yeah.
And JonSnow, with a bit of a surprise, he actually took the series. He took the best of 5.
Yeah, somehow took it. And JonSnow, man, I don't know. He's a wild card to me because I like him. He's good, but he just somehow doesn't pop up in a lot of, like, winning matches or brackets or anything like that. He's not around too much nowadays.
Yeah. And on the other side of things, we have PureLegacy, who is more of a controversial player. He can be pretty BM, or like he's not on the good side of of a lot of these guys. I remember he played against Starkiller. We casted the OSC like Battle of the Americas qualifiers for like their end of season, and when PureLegacy was playing against Starkiller, I think it was on Everdream, like PureLegacy was winning, and then he mana muled. He like spammed mules like into Starkiller's like face, and it was like, oh my god.
Yeah, that was hilarious. I like that one. That was a good one.
Ah, god.
I think he danced with them too or something.
Yeah, he did a dance. He started putting CCs everywhere. Like
that was messed up. It was a good time.
Yeah.
Good for the viewers.
So like he does have that kind of attitude to him, but at the same time he's also a good player, right? Like he
can back it up sometimes. Interesting. I feel like he put that creep Jum in a very, very safe spot.
Yeah. Oh!
Wow, nice.
That was
sorry,
close.
it's not a Hellion. Speaking of Hellions, coming across the map here is 2 Hellions.
Yeah, we do have a couple of Hellions meeting up with the Reaper, looking to try and clear some creep, maybe kill a couple of Lings.
Yeah. Good luck.
Yeah, so far JonSnow is pretty on point, you know, especially because of the way Submarine is. Oh, wow, he's diving in.
That's a little risky here. Let's see if it pays off. 3 workers instantly going down.
5 workers.
But he's not going to get out with anything. I think that was fair.
Yeah. I mean, especially with the follow-up, right? Like, so we were talking about PureLegacy going into this, and he does like to play mech, and here we go. Blue Flame is on the way.
Blue Flame already, oh my god.
Oh my god, he's diving in again! What is there here?
Wow, this man is nuts.
Oh my god, the Lings are gonna go down.
I didn't even wasting these before Blue Flame even comes into play here.
He just sees an opportunity and he goes for it, and this time...
And he got another 5.
Yeah.
Not bad. He's ahead in workers now. Oh, now he's not, but now he is.
Yeah,
we're going neck and neck with the workers.
Like when you're equal on workers with a Zerg player, you're ahead. You know, like
yeah. When you see this man rolling in there with all these Hellions, you should probably wall off your natural and make some more lings, roaches, something of the sort.
Yeah. He just keeps going in, you know, more workers go down. I think he only got one that time. But now Blue Flame is starting up, or is finishing up. So these Hellions, they're gonna do a lot more.
Yeah, I think he recognized, like, holy crap, PureLegacy's a guy who will risk his his Hellions for nothing. Normally, Hellions will never jump on a mineral line like that. In a pro match, at least. Normally, they'll get shot by a queen and back up because they don't want to take any damage. This man is not afraid to jump in and risk it all, and he does now reveal that he has Blue Flame Hellions.
Yeah, and he also sees all the roaches as well, and roaches do pretty well against Hellions, so PureLegacy is gonna have to be careful with how he engages now. Still fighting to find some. Yeah, it's getting more kills.
Blue Flame does not play.
But now. Okay, he spots the roaches. He sees everything that's coming, which is key. He does have one tank, but Ravagers can just bile it down.
Yeah, the tank is way too far forward. The tank will go down. He didn't even lift up the wall in time.
Oh God.
No. He's gonna pull the boys. He's still not lifting the wall. There he goes.
Yeah, I love this actually. So he's able to split off the army, kills a bunch of the Ravagers. Oh, there's no high ground vision.
No vision here. He should be able to push this all back now. Oh, he missed one repair, but it doesn't matter. He was able to defend and hold, and now JonSnow's repositioning to hit that third base. I don't think he'll be able to kill it at all. Maybe a lift off thing.
There's just not enough here. Like, really, 2 roaches are what's stopping the Hellions from jumping on top of all the lings. So,
yeah,
that was actually a really good hold.
Yeah, it was really good. I'm surprised that he survived after not. But he does have he had 3 tanks come out at once, I think.
Yeah,
or like 2 at least.
His tanks came out just in time, and PureLegacy is being so greedy because he held, and as he was getting his 4th base, like
yeah, making his 4th like at the beginning of that attack, I think.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. So he's looking to, even though he lost a lot of workers, like he can rebuild them, and then he's gonna have mules as well. So many more mules. This is a little bit questionable though.
Very questionable.
Oh my God, he gets in.
I mean, at least clearing up the lings. I guess it's just more of a scouting here.
Yeah, he gets in. Did he see? Hold on. Did he see the infestation pit? He did. No, he did not. So he doesn't know that we have potentially infestors or hive on the way for JonSnow. Just sees the roaches and the evos.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be surprised to see the Nidus full of mushrooms come out.
Yeah,
mushroom blasters.
I also I imagine that this would have been JonSnow's map pick, because PureLegacy, he loves his mech style, like his long, like turtle, like siege lines, and submarine is such a short rush distance. So I kind of want to give the edge a little bit to JonSnow. Like he's going to be able to apply so much pressure.
Yeah, I'd like to see some scans here from PureLegacy to clear out the creep with these Hellions.
Yeah.
No Hellbats yet though, and there we go. 5 of those mushroom shooters coming up.
Oh, he scans and he doesn't see anything.
Oh man, that's great. That's such a good feeling as a Zerg. And they scan your main and they're like, "What has he got?" And then there's nothing there.
Yeah. So
that was coming. Have to hold with the Ling Bane here.
That's really good positioning there when it comes to his buildings for JonSnow, and now with this Ferrari mech style, I do like that he's finally starting to clear this creep. Like this is a good start, but.
Yeah. Uh-oh, Ling run by, pulling him home.
Yeah. He cleans
at the same
up,
time, going up to the north. There's so many tanks that he can't do this.
Oh wow!
Oh god, he didn't even get the tank.
Yeah, he didn't even get the tank, and he's losing a lot of his road traffic. He scans, he sees the swarm hosts.
Now he knows, but there is no Nidus worm with this, so if he can clear the roaches, then he can just chase down. Oh my god, and he should be able to. No, he didn't get any of the swarm hosts. It's actually really good by JonSnow pulling him back just in time, saving all of them. 2 Wandering Queens.
Yeah, the Queen's a little bit ambitious there, but PureLegacy, he forces the Locust to be used out in the middle of the map instead of on the base, so he's buying himself a little bit of time. He now knows what his opponent's going for, and as a response, he's sticking to this Ferrari mech style, just getting Hellions and Hellions and Cyclones. The tanks are just to protect the base, and we'll see how much he can get.
Thor.
Yeah, Thor's would be really good against the Locust.
Holy crap. He's really going to have his production at all-time high. Yeah, really, when you go on mech, you just need to get your bases secured, get your economy secured, and then just produce out of every single factory you possibly can.
Yeah, and as this game progresses, like, JonSnow, he's bleeding a lot of Roach Ravager to these Cyclones. I don't really know how cost-efficient he's being, but he's still kept all of his Swarm Hosts alive for now.
Yeah, it only takes one good Locust Wave to change the tides of a game. And this is it right here. He's getting some good damage here. Not quite getting Cyclones. He's going for the tanks. Wow, that's good. He gets 2 of the tanks. Even a Cyclone doesn't quite get the Cyclone, but a lot of these Cyclones are super weak. If you look at them, they're all really low on health.
Yeah, they are. God, he needs to repair. There we go. Finally. Yeah, and this is
a perfect time for a Locust Wave.
Yeah, this is a really good call. There are some like Terran players who don't repair at all, and things don't really work out. But his tanks are a little bit exposed.
He doesn't have that many corrosive biles though. It takes 3 to take out a tank, and he doesn't even have 3 Ravagers mixed in this army. Is he gonna be able to get this? Nope. Mass repairs. Locust Wave coming in from the surround. This might be really good for JonSnow, and he does surround one of the Cyclones there. Hellbat's morphing in. Oh my god, this is getting really good for JonSnow. He's just getting more and more free damage while not taking out too many Cyclones. They are pretty weak. Oh my god.
Yeah.
He's just trickling them in.
The big thing though is that planetary did stay alive. He lost 13 workers, 13 SCVs, but PureLegacy, he's only behind by like two workers, so his economy is still looking really solid. The big thing is though is that he hasn't had an opportunity to start taking out these Swarm Hosts. Like these Swarm Hosts have I say that, but
also the fact that JonSnow is happily taking his entire half of the map. Oh, this might be good for the Swarm Host, but JonSnow is happily taking his half of the map. He's pretty much maxed out once he makes a couple roaches. He's getting Burrow. He's going into Hive Tech. He might not have the ideal worker count, but he doesn't need any more workers because he's already got a bank, and he's not losing the Swarm Host until right now. Now he is losing the Swarm Host. Oh my god.
Yeah, the Swarm Host,
a little sloppy there.
Yeah, the Swarm Host count was cut in half, but at the same time,
he took out the planetary, which is huge. So he's trading for trade. I'm not sure who wins here. I think that was good in JonSnow's favor just because he has so many bases. He can evacuate this one and still win. He just can't lose more. I mean, workers. Burrow. Oh my god, the Banelings! Oh my god, that was a little sloppy there. And he's going for a surround with the Ravagers to the north, trying to come around and catch them. And he will catch them. They have nowhere to go. They're in a corner. Oh no, they're not. They have that little way right there. Okay. He will be able to get out of here. But he lost the majority of his army.
Yeah, so
and now he's supposed to take Hellion.
Yeah, so many of his Cyclones were taken out, and now he's forced to reposition his tanks as well. He hasn't regained his 4th base, and now he's stuck on 3 bases.
Oh god.
So JonSnow
over there for nothing.
Yeah, and JonSnow, he's basically like suffocating PureLegacy right now. Like his economy just isn't there.
He's just bleeding him out without even having to hit the worker count too hard. If he can just keep denying a base, keep taking out a few workers here or there. The important thing is here that he out-expands his opponent, which he has done already.
Yeah.
And if he can just hold his bases now, he should be good.
Other than the beginning of the game, like PureLegacy hasn't had the opportunity to get into like mineral lines and stop the economy of JonSnow. But now that PureLegacy has held here in the middle, we could see that change. I would like to see a little bit more static defense on the fringe bases of JonSnow. He's getting a couple of spines, but yeah.
I wonder what the plan is here with all these tanks. PureLegacy needs to go. I'd like to see him go into, I don't know, maybe this is just my thing, but if he goes into Thors right now, I think that'd be good, like Hellbat Thor tank, because these Cyclones just aren't cutting it. And if he just goes all tanks alone, then the Swarm Hosts are just going to splash damage them to death.
Yeah, and honestly, he is finally starting to retake his 4th base. It took him so long to do so, though, and it could be too late.
No. And this is going to be it right here. He has to unsiege. The splash damage will do too much damage, and then he re-sieges, but it's too late. 2 of the tanks have already gone down, 3, now 4, leaving only a couple. The mech is very spread out now, very thin.
Yeah.
Not much left here. And I'm going to take out that... Yeah, okay, he is. It's going to burn out eventually to there. Vision tower.
Yeah, and the problem is that PureLegacy, like he's holding and he keeps trading army, but JonSnow, he just rebuilds immediately. He just remaxes.
JonSnow taking game numero uno in his best of 3 series. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. JonSnow pulled it off pretty well. It looked like he was going to lose a couple times there, but for the most part, he didn't even need an Ice Worm. Easy for JonSnow.
Yeah.
Well fought by him, though. If you guys are wondering how to handle mech, that is it right there.
Well, I would also assume, that this map was JonSnow's first map pick, because as we saw, Swarm Hosts were being used and he didn't even need a Nidus just because of how small the map was. He just
walk anywhere.
Yeah.
And this creep was never denied early on, so it's already a small map, creep being denied, all those things adding into it. It just got real bad. Real bad, real quick. What a game.
What a game.
Yeah, what a game. I'm interested to see how it turns out now after that one.
And we just saw the smallest map in the map pool, and now we're going into the biggest.
Yeah, the biggest macro is macro. Macro map to ever macro, a macro game in macroing. Well, macroing on the macro map pool.
Macro.
But here we are, spot in the top right-hand corner, representing USA, playing for New Angels Esports. It is PureLegacy.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Eternal Empire LE, we have the American Zerg player representing Storm Gaming. It is JonSnow.
A little interesting here in the intro. JonSnow said, "Luck good, have fun," and PureLegacy did not respond.
Yeah.
Who's BMing who here?
And
is JonSnow being bad by not saying good luck, have fun properly, or is PureLegacy being a bad sport by not saying it at all?
I think JonSnow, he's happy with his first win, and I think he's just being a little bit smug about it.
Yeah,
especially because PureLegacy, he didn't GG out last game. He just left.
Yeah, he didn't GG out. Oh no, I didn't think about that.
Yeah,
Legacy's pretty upset here.
Yeah.
It's the first show of emotion. Of course, it's going to be in the NA qualifiers. We haven't seen any BM or anything like this yet.
Yeah. And to be fair, when it comes to PureLegacy, I understand his frustrations just because, like, with the way he plays, he's so, like, his opponent is so favored on Submarine. Like, he's all about splitting the map, tank lines, like macro, taking bases, and you just can't do that on Submarine.
He's got to be tilted right now.
Like, it's so small that you don't even need Nidus as Zerg. Like, that's...
I feel like JonSnow wasn't being that BM by saying GLHF backwards.
Nah,
LGFH. LGHF? Yeah. But PureLegacy didn't GG out last game. That was big. I didn't notice that. Oh, man. PureLegacy. Showing the tilt there.
Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't affect his play, especially because I favor him on this map. Like, the way he plays, this is the map that you want to do it on,
Yeah. Yeah, this is the worst map to get mech'd on. Wow, JonSnow. Wow. Denied that. That's huge.
He was trying to hide his drone behind the mineral line, but immediately JonSnow went there. He knew that that's where the drone would be.
I love this. I feel like I say this every time we see this matchup. Terran doesn't go to the third base enough. But I guess in this map it makes sense just because of the way the cliff. Oh my god! I've never seen that. He jumped up, went around, and then jumped back down. So he wouldn't be seen on the creep, but he was able to get right behind the drone. Wow. What was that? PureLegacy's pissed.
he's out of his mind right now, and I loved it because he avoided the lings, he avoided the queen. I think that was to try and snipe the creep tumor, or maybe the drone, either way, but didn't quite work out. JonSnow was on top of that, and
I think it was for the creep tumor, but it just didn't work.
Yeah.
But forcing a spore is just as good.
Yeah.
It's getting a little personal now.
JonSnow tried to go for a scout, didn't see anything. I mean, you know, if you're JonSnow, you can imagine he's going to play the same.
Yeah.
I say that, but we have a tech lab on the starport.
He went with the 1-1-1.
Yeah, and we have a fusion core.
No. Special just played this yesterday.
Against Sue? Yeah?
Yeah, he opened up. I won't spoil it. If you guys haven't seen it, you can go check that out later.
Oh,
I was really rude. He's gonna see it. He's gonna see it.
So I loved it until I didn't, and
that was a very quick roller coaster.
Yeah,
it was like yes, no.
So what PureLegacy was doing, I don't know if you noticed, he was researching Cloak to make it
look like he was having not battle cruisers coming out here, but he does.
Yeah. And JonSnow, he angled his overlord, so we saw the fusion core anyway. So JonSnow knows that it is BCs. He should be making a bunch of queens. Yeah, they are on the way. Oh.
Now what Special did was he only had one battle cruiser, and then he had a whole bunch of tanks and marines coming after this. But I think we're going to see a mech follow up here from PureLegacy, given that it is PureLegacy.
Yeah, and already a decent start. He actually killed one of the queens, so that's going to help with the upcoming BC. But at the same time, we do have a Spire on the way.
He hasn't lost a single Hellion. The Spire does go down though, and a Roach Warren. And here the correct response is get your queens out, defend at home, and then if you have enough Roach Ravager, you can attack. As long as you got like 6 Corruptors in your army, or 8, you know, just a decent amount to take out. You adjust according to how many battle cruisers are out, but he should be able to hold. It looks like JonSnow has the right answer here, and I don't know if Yamato Cannon is the right idea.
Yeah, we'll see what the BC can get done as it is flying across the map. It does not get spotted by the Lings, so it does have that.
The Lings are gonna come up to an empty third base.
Yeah, they're stopping it from landing. Oh,
yeah. And we also see the mech transition here as 2 factories are going down on top of the one already there. Actually, is that 3 or 4? Oh, he's going even for a 4th base already, right?
Yeah. Just like last time.
Yeah, so when you go mech, you just quickly expand, and here it comes. Here comes the queens. He's gonna go strictly for worker kills, I assume, right here.
Yeah, Yamato Cannon just finishing up, so he will be able to snipe off one of the queens.
He'll just walk out and then keep harassing. Maybe he'll get one more Yamato in and then get out of there. These Hellions should not be able to get much done.
Yeah, already Roaches in position, ready to defend the 3rd base. So Hellions, they just ran into a brick wall. The BC, you know, as long as it recharges, it's Yamato. It can just keep sniping queens. It can get a couple of workers as well.
Yeah, this queen doesn't have anyone to transfuse for it. Oh my god, how is he saving this? He's lost like 3 workers here. It's not bad at all.
Yeah, and
Corruptors are already out as well.
With the
teleport home.
Yeah, with the Corruptors out, like that puts a stop to the BC harass. I say that now there are 2 BCs meeting up, so it could be a little bit more difficult for the Corruptors to deal with. Regardless, the Corruptors are pretty good. Oh god. Teleport away!
Teleport! And now they can't fight this. They got to be repaired by the queen. It will stop the harass, but he is going to have to stay home and watch this more. But as soon as he goes for a Roach push, if he does decide anytime soon, then he can bring the Corruptors with him.
Yeah. And so I do really like the composition from JonSnow. And again, he hasn't really lost too many workers. Like, compare this to game 1. Like, the Hellions, they just dove in and just got so many worker kills.
Yeah, this is really good. But PureLegacy is going to get a 4th base here pretty soon. I'm sure it's going to be a planetary. And there's already the mech transition. I don't know if JonSnow knows about this mech transition.
Yeah.
God, there's so many pieces out now.
Yeah, he hasn't seen all of these factories, but if you're JonSnow, I think you can deduce regardless. Like, yo, I'm playing this guy.
Yeah, like he's gonna transition into mech. There's all these Hellions he should know by now.
And what I'm curious about is so far no infestation pit, no swarm host or anything like that. All these VCs.
Gotta get out of there. I don't think he has any teleport left. He can't teleport. He just teleported home, and he's gonna lose all of the BCs. And that is a game changer right there.
Oh god!
Just by not looking, he should go and get them with these
Cyclones.
He should be able to get the Cyclones. He should be able to get a couple of these, but these are honestly kind of useless to JonSnow right now.
Yeah, right now he wants to get rid of them. Like, there's no more commitment to BCs. There's only one left, so the usefulness of these corruptors is going down until Hive gets taken, until Greater Spire. Like, they're
kind of early, so it'll be a while before all that comes out. He still needs to invest heavily in. He's getting +1 air attacks. Maybe he's gonna go Mutas. I don't know what his plan is here. He's getting Banelings. He has no infestation pit yet.
Yeah, I do think that his end game will be that Greater Spire, but you know, you can still wow, he's actually making more corruptors. I don't know if this is the right call.
Yeah, he should have seen the mech.
Yeah, I think he just thinks that PureLegacy is committing a lot more to BCs because he saw 3.
With Roach is good, but yeah, also because of Yamato. I think Yamato made him think there was going to be a huge investment. Yeah, Crossbiling himself here.
Yeah, he was able to shave off a lot of that Roach Ravager. Meanwhile, JonSnow, he's just droning up. He needs to take another base though. Right now, he's on equal bases with PureLegacy.
Yeah, he does have the extra gas though, so I mean that kind of helps him, the rich gas. He's able to mine more gas with more units on minerals, and I don't know if that's going to come into play super huge here. He is now going for Burrow. He's getting more and more roaches. The infestation pit is on the way. It's going to be done here in maybe a minute, but that is a long time. Can he hold till then?
Yeah, we'll see.
So many corruptors.
So much dead supply in the corruptors as well. Like, there's not that many roaches, so we could see some Ravagers starting to fall to this Ferrari mech style. I do like that he's finally doing something with the corruptors. I have to do with the BCs, but you know, if they went over to the...
I think the BC is gonna go down. It went down. It died. He was not paying attention. And corruptors served their purpose there. That's all they were made to do. He's splitting up his army, going to get the reinforcements. I think he was going first round, but got caught up. And these roaches are just going down for free.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, more and more roaches are being thinned off. I do like this Ling Bane transition. This does a lot better against Cyclone.
He just needs fungal growth.
Yeah, fungal growth would be key here, to be honest.
That's the easy way to take care of this if you don't go Swarm Host, but I feel like he would go Swarm Host here. He's going directly in the Hive. So I would assume maybe he's going to get fungal growth and broodlords. Oh, this is big. There's nothing here. None of the mech that can shoot up is here.
Oh my god,
There's one Cyclone. You can just stay there and let the Cyclone dish away, and eventually he will kill the base. Oh my god, he's not paying attention to the mech. All the mech is shot out. Oh my god, a lot of the mech goes down as he's trying to save those corruptors. The corruptors do get out of there. They even destroy the building, the base there, the planetary, and then get out. And that was just a nice play. He made something with this nothing army he had, honestly.
Yeah, but he did end up running into the Cyclones. So these Cyclones, they've been doing really well, but all the tanks are exposed.
Oh my god. He's trading so well here, but it's going to be hard to see if he can survive the counterattack if he loses everything, which this is good. He lost a lot. He also did a lot of damage, and now he's getting out of there with his army still alive, going back in with the Corruptors, looking for some extra damage while not losing his whole army.
Yeah, the big thing is, oh my god.
The wall was down.
They get in as well, and Greater Spire is on the way behind us, so Broodlords should be the transition of choice. Oh my god, so many SCVs are going down.
Yeah, he's manually attacking these SCVs, by the way. He didn't just hold position as Lings or just A-move them. He had to pick on each individual SCV because there's tanks there shooting at him.
Oh, I love this. He scans, he sees everything this time, and immediately starts making three Thors at a time.
Yeah, oh my god, he has so many damn factories.
Yeah. He's just ready for this. So he knows Broodlords are on the way, and he's already starting to work on that anti-air. And this Ferrari mech, again, he trades really well against this army, but he hasn't gotten any economic damage done yet.
Yeah, and we're back in that position where JonSnow was able to get his economic positioning that he would prefer, which seems to be around 80 drones or so. He's going into 90, I think, but he's got his half of the map. Yeah. He's holding his opponent back at home, and he's maxed out. He has money in the bank, and he's transitioning out of this into Broodlords. And now he's getting the fungal growth upgrade, not the fungal growth, the infestor energy upgrade.
Yeah, so he's going to be getting infestors as well, like maybe even getting newer power site later on to try and mind control the Thors, but
hack into the Thors. Yeah, I mean it's mech, so technically they are not mind controlling, they're hacking into the Thors.
Yeah, pretty much. They're jacking in with their USB ports.
Yeah, they're just high-level hackers here, high-level hacking aliens.
Yeah, and
not really much here left for PureLegacy.
Yeah,
you got 2 tanks, 3. He doesn't even have a planetary here. That was a little greedy of him, I think.
Oh god, and these Thors are getting taken out before the Broodlords even come into play. And oh wow,
look how low. He's got to do him.
He has to repair. Meanwhile, the Corruptors are going ham on this planetary. If they're not careful, though, all the Corruptors could go down before they turn into Broodlords.
Yeah, he's got to save those. He's just pulling the army around, and now those things don't even get healed up because of the fact that they are trying to go save the other base. And JonSnow just all over the map. He's already coming back with an army to defend for this. It's not really much there, but he's going to defend it.
Oof, yeah. It's unfortunate that he goes for the mineral line, but there was only 3 workers there, so didn't really get much done. JonSnow defends. He has his half of the map, scans again, confirms everything that he already saw. And PureLegacy, I mean, the Thor count is pretty good, but
I think look at the upgrades. We check out the upgrades tab. PureLegacy just doesn't have great upgrades going on right now.
Yeah, not at all. Meanwhile, 3-3 is finishing up. I do like that PureLegacy is trying to confirm what the economic situation is like, but JonSnow.
Oh my god, that is great. Who does that anymore? A couple roaches in the corner, just out of the vision of the planetary. Oh my god, a fungal growth here coming in for the win. And with this, I think JonSnow's gonna be able to close out the game pretty soon here. Doesn't look very promising for PureLegacy. JonSnow sitting on 92 workers.
Yeah, I will say there's something interesting that's happening, that's the fact that even though there's a Great Aspire, he's not making Broodlords because JonSnow knows that the anti-air is there for PureLegacy, so like it would be kind of a waste in supply. So instead he's focusing on his ground armies, focusing on his infestors instead, and because of that he's kind of like, you know, PureLegacy thinks he's doing something, but really he's doing something else.
Yeah, he's like, okay, he's getting that, he's gonna go, but he's realizing, wait, there's still Corruptors. And I think he gets it now, like, obviously you're not going to morph Broodlords when I have 6 or 7 Thors out here. But also, as PureLegacy, Thors do good not just against Corruptors. They're great against Corruptors, but they just do good as a late game unit. And he's just trying to get any damage he can here with these Corruptors, and he's finding it, surprisingly. He's taking out 2 bases with it, and now some static defense. These Thors, or these Corruptors are getting their money worth.
Yeah, I love that he's still trying to find. He's still finding damage with that.
Keep in mind they were here from the beginning of the game. Like he saw those as soon as he saw the battle cruiser, he put down and made a whole bunch of these here Corruptors. So these are super old.
Yeah, and now, like, I don't know how useful these swords are going to be. They do okay against Roach Ravager, but with the amount of infestors, and I think Neural Parasite did just finish up as well, so JonSnow is going to be looking to try and hack into these Thors.
But he sees the scans coming down. He doesn't want to lose his fully energized infestor, so he's just going to sack the base. He's got plenty more on the other side of the map. He doesn't even need that base, and he's going to retreat, reposition, and oh my god, right as the tanks come on siege, he's going to go on first round.
Oh, he's on siege.
Oh my god, the scan goes down. I don't know how the neural parasites are going to work. He's going to try and target fire down, but there's a wall now of his own army. And actually, it's looking like it's doing pretty good here for PureLegacy.
Yeah, he lost all his infestors. There were like 6 infestors in that army, and they tried to mind control the Thors, but the focus fire on the tanks, all the infestors went down.
Yeah, that was rough. And now, what is there here for JonSnow? He's down in army supply, and he has Lings and Banes, and he's getting a couple of Broodlords in.
Yeah, I love this. He's like, okay, now is the time I need Broodlords. Now I'm going to start morphing them in after that happened. But there are just so many Thors.
Well, I think he's doing that now because he has no option. He needs to spend his money. He needs to max out. He knows the army's coming. And if the tank siege up, a little bit of splash damage with the Broodlords will help. Also, it's going to take all the fire from the... Oh my god, if they don't die instantly. But they should cause some friendly fire.
Oh god.
And he's going in for a surround. The surround does nothing. He's going to trickle in the army here, and this is good. I think he might be able to do it. I think he went too deep on creep, and he has to focus fire down all the Ravagers because he can't go after the Broodlords right now. It's a waste. He's trying to go after the Broodlords. It's not. More Broodlords are being morphed in, and I think with that, JonSnow is able to clean this up, remax here very shortly, and go for another push and end it.
Yeah, especially since I love how he's remaxing on Lings as well, because there are 6 Thors being made at once. And Thors are great.
He's even going in Ultralisk. Keep making an Ultralisk cavern. That's nuts. I didn't see that.
Oh my god. And these things are going to do so well against the Thors, against the tanks as well. Like, there are that he needs more Hellions to try and support his army.
I would like to see Banes morphed in here. A couple of these Ultralisk, and he should be able to win the game.
Yeah.
Oh, this is pretty much it here. The Hellions were caught out by the Brood, and the Broods were used against the Hellions. Now there's nothing left here. There's one Viking. It'll slowly kill these Broodlords, but he can just corrosive bile it down if he really wants to.
Yeah, and
oh my god, they're all getting caught out.
All the Broodlords are going to go down, but what is there to deal with the ground army?
He needs to take that base out. He can go for it. There's Banes here. All the workers are going to go down. And with that, PureLegacy is not going to have a leg to stand in this game. That was his last newly mining base. He's going to try and take one right there in the center of the base, but it's pretty risky.
Yeah.
This one it goes down. Expensive for JonSnow to take down, but well worth it. And that is the last mining base here, pretty much, that is going to be acquired here for PureLegacy. And the other two are slowly just bleeding out. There's that base and that base left mining, and that's about it.
Yeah, now it's on PureLegacy to counterattack. Remember, the Broodlord count did get reset. Now JonSnow is down to his ground army. But, oh god, with these infestors as well, with fungal growth, it's going to be so difficult for PureLegacy to engage.
Yeah, very. I'm surprised he hasn't brought the Vipers out or anything.
Yeah, that is something that he hasn't used. And Vipers do really extremely well against tanks. 7 tanks are on the way, actually. But, oh god, he's getting surrounded. Oh.
That was a good round. All the Hellions are going to go down, leaving some room for the Lings and Infestors to go in on these units over here.
Yeah,
but I think it's a choice. You either go like I don't know, like Brood and Vipers and Ravagers, but it's kind of a lot to deal with. So it's easier to do fungal growth or neuroparasites paired with the corrosive biles. Oh god, he walked his corruptors into a meat grinder there.
Yeah, and I do like this PureLegacy. He kept scanning the army. He knows the composition that he's up against, so he's not making any more Thors. But it may be a little bit too late. Like, there's a lot of Thors with this army, and I don't know how useful they're going to be.
He's going to have to drop his Vikings at some point and hope for the best. There's nothing being produced for JonSnow here, though. He's just maxed out, going for it.
Yeah, he's going for it.
Ooh, good positioning here from the top of the ramp. And he's going to get target fire down, but while they're target firing all these things down, oh my god, he takes out majority of the army, and JonSnow is able to remax, though.
I love how PureLegacy does that. He scanned, he saw all the infestors on top of the ramp, but he immediately targeted them down.
Yeah.
He was just so on point with that. Now he takes his base, he gains another foothold, and I feel like JonSnow, he's struggling to find the right army composition to deal with PureLegacy. Like,
not finding out how to end this game here.
Yeah.
And I think PureLegacy might be able to pull it off here.
Yeah, like slowly but surely he's been able to regain control of his side of the map. He has all his bases now.
Oh my god, yeah. He got those bases down.
Yeah, and JonSnow, it's so expensive to lose the infestors. Every single time he fights with his infestors, they die immediately, and that's so expensive. And now we've gotten to the point where PureLegacy, he's outside the natural.
Yeah, what is JonSnow going to do for this? The positioning is ridiculous here. Units are going to get killed as they come out of the main and the natural continuously. A lot of these overlords, and God, these units are just straight dying as they come out.
Yeah, and I do think that you mentioned it earlier. I think Vipers would have been great with blinding clouds.
Blinding cloud right here, it would have been game over.
All right, he's pushing in. Oh, but there are just so many tanks.
GG. JonSnow does give the GG to his opponent, and we go into game number 3. That's crazy. I think we've had all ace matches this tournament.
Wow, there it is.
I don't think any of the matches we watched were just a 2-0.
And when it comes to this series, I do think a lot of it depends on the map. Like PureLegacy, he's a good player, but he is also very predictable with how he plays. And because of that, like if he goes into like Everdream or Submarine, he's not going to change how he plays. And then
JonSnow gets the map pick here too, I think.
Yeah.
So we'll see what JonSnow picks and how it turns out. M. Canning did beat his opponent, so he's waiting in the qualifier for whoever wins out of Bio Ice and Disc.
Ooh,
Jay Hefe beat Ryan, and now he's going up against McIntack.
Yeah, McIntack.
Yeah, McIntack, and then Cuddle Bear is playing Practice right now, and the winner goes up against Creature, who beat Intuition. So it's either going to be probably like Creature versus Cuddle Bear for one qualifier, Jay Hefe versus McIntack for the other, M. Canning versus maybe Disc, I would believe, and then the final one will be whoever wins this versus whoever wins the Kayla versus what is his name? Satorx.
Yeah, I imagine whoever wins this series, PureLegacy and JonSnow, is favored in the next one, but
no telling. It is a best of 5, right?
Yeah, true. They are best of 5s.
Yeah, it is a qualifier coming up next, so actually a pretty quick day here.
Yeah. Especially because like for NA, like because there are 4 slots, then there's less rounds. So it does go by a little bit. Yeah. Yesterday we
started early and ended later. And then there's only 2 qualifiers, so we got to go all the way until the semifinals.
Yeah, definitely. And we're getting to the point where, I mean, so we do see the map pick, and this does make a lot of sense. JonSnow picking Everdream, which is the second smallest map in the map pool.
God, are we gonna see an all-in here, Ling Rush, Bane Bust? I don't know.
We could.
I don't think JonSnow wants to let PureLegacy get to that big army that he wants. Or maybe he lets him go mech because of the fact that it's a short map and he doesn't need a Nidus Worm for Swarm Host. But also maybe PureLegacy does the unpredictable and goes bio.
Nah, it's not gonna happen.
Nah. That's crazy talk.
On a map like Everdream, I think I would like to see like a Hellbat push. Like a Blue Flame Hellbat push or something.
Yeah, Blue Flame Hellion push. Yeah, that would be cool. Hellbat Hellion. I would definitely be down to see him do that. We saw it work in the first game when he just jumped on there. He did take out quite a good amount. Of worker.
Oh, and there we have it. Disc, just as you predicted, did take down Bio Ice and is going to face M. Canning.
Yeah, that's interesting. So now M. Canning versus Disc. I expect Disc to win.
Yeah, I would favor Disc.
That would be crazy.
That would be insane. Like there'd be so much hype around that because he's so popular.
It's gonna be interesting. I did not expect these results at all. It's gonna be like Jay Hefe qualifying, Disc qualifying, probably PureLegacy or JonSnow qualifying, and the only one that makes sense to me is like Cuddle Bear. Cuddle Bear, if he wins against Practice and beats Creature, then he will qualify.
Yeah, that's that. Maybe we can get into that. It kind of depends how.
Yeah, we have to.
Yeah,
we have to. It's gonna start later, so this should be the final match of this one, and then we'll see what we get into after.
Yeah, we'll see how things line up after this series ends, and again, Cuddle Bear versus Creature would be sick.
Oh God, that's PureLegacy saying these things.
PureLegacy giving us an update as to what he was doing. He was just venting his frustrations.
Oh my God, I bet he's a little upset right now, which I don't get because he won the last game.
Maybe
but I kind of get he barely won.
I like JonSnow's response.
John said same.
You know, maybe PureLegacy he reacts the same way to a win and to a loss. You know, it's just.
Oh man, that's funny. I think I had just seen something on Twitter. I'm gonna go back and look at it again just to make sure. But Artosis had said something funny. If it loads before we do intros, I'll say it. If not, then we're out of luck. So I don't think I'll get to it. Oh yeah, he said the wifeski had my kids answer questions about me for Father's Day. From my oldest, my dad's is happy when blank. My dad's happy when he wins StarCraft games. And Artosa said, guess she doesn't watch my stream though. Even winning sometimes is not the best. And we see it here. We see the emotion in these players. It's all on the line here. The winner of this will go home. Not go home. They will go on to have an opportunity to win the entire thing and qualify. Spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Everdream LE. It is all on the line here. Playing for New Angels Gaming. It is PureLegacy. Representing USA. USA.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Everdream LE, we have the American Zerg player representing Storm Gaming. It is JonSnow. All right, so we're in Everdream.
Hey.
Who's going all in?
I think JonSnow can take it here. It just really depends on what PureLegacy busts out here. I think it's on PureLegacy to do something crazy.
Yep.
JonSnow's a good player. JonSnow should be able to pull it off. I don't see a world where JonSnow doesn't win this game.
Yeah, like it's the dynamic is interesting on these smaller maps because we saw it on Submarine, right? Like on a smaller map, it means that the Hellions move across faster. You know, they can just dive in and they can deal more damage, and there's less time for JonSnow to react. But at the same time, it also means that it's more difficult to like expand faster and be greedy as the Terran player, and you know, get to where you want to be with your economy to support that mech style.
Yeah, I think PureLegacy is pretty mad. So usually when people get mad, they get stubborn. He's gonna go with the same old couple Hellions, Blue Flame in the mech, and I predict JonSnow will just go really fast in at 3 bases, try and defend, and then just roach attack and try and shut it down before the mech builds. Also, this map is great for Nidus Worms into the 3rd and 4th base of Protoss. I mean, of the Terran.
Yeah. I mean, we saw JonSnow go go Swarmhost earlier. We could see him incorporate Nidus on this map. It is definitely possible.
Yeah, I think Nidus Swarmhost is really good on this map against mech.
Yeah,
because to attack the 4th and maybe the 4th base on the left or the right side of his natural, they both have great little cliffs there for the Locust to wave in at.
Yeah, we'll see as he is going for this 1-1-1. Last time he went for BCs. We could see BCs again. We could see Banshee. Kind of depends if he ends up throwing down a Tech Lab on his racks.
Yeah, we will see what happens here. Is the Reaper gonna do? Oh no, he got it. He got the creep tumor. He's going back for a second one. Creep tumors.
Yeah,
it's like an overcommitment, if you ask me.
Yeah. I mean, you know, PureLegacy is finding damage done, and there it is. We have a Tech Lab on the way, so we'll see.
Sagan said PureLegacy is a known hacker. No one respects him.
This is accurate. He did hack, I believe.
He got in trouble one time.
Yes, it was in 2016, I think. Where he was banned from WCS for a year, and that was a long time ago. And of course,
WCS.
Yeah, WCS is no longer a thing. And I know that PureLegacy, he did, like, when he returned to playing, he's like, yo, I'm back. But even though I'm back, like, everyone, like, still treats me, you know, like, poorly. So I think his response was, you know, everyone hates me anyway, so why not just act like a dick? Like, fuck it.
Yeah. Like, they already pinned me to be bad guy. I'll just live up to what they expect.
Yeah. That's pretty much what he went for. And yeah, we'll see how he incorporates this, as he's going for BCs once again.
And it should be known here, there's no upgrade coming. The BC Yamato, I mean, it worked for him, kinda. Almost.
Yeah.
Last time. I mean, he did get a lot of damage done last time with the BC. But it really didn't change the tide of the game, because as we saw, JonSnow won that last game.
Yeah, it really didn't. So we'll see how.
I think the BC kind of stopped the roaches here from going across the map more than anything.
Yeah, I mean,
I think that's why he goes BC on a short map, because by the time you get an army of roaches, BC comes out and just shuts it down.
Yeah. I mean, regardless whether it's BC or Banshees, like, either one of those are really good defensively against roaches. I think JonSnow is being a little bit overly ambitious here, pushing out with these roaches. To be fair, there aren't any cyclones, so Pure Hellion are gonna have a hard time. But yeah,
he went to the BC and immediately throws down all the spore crawlers. I don't think he expected BC for some reason. I feel like he should have expected it, but I mean, he did get a layer. Maybe that was his response, but he's waiting really late on those spore crawlers. Second BC is coming out. PureLegacy just putting all his gas into this right now, not making any cyclones yet.
Yeah, and so far the BC is doing really well for him. You know, he was able to push away the roaches, and now it's forcing JonSnow to be really defensive with all his queens. He's looking to try and dive in with his Hellions, and the army's not in position. He could just go for the mineral line.
Yeah, wow, held with just a couple of roaches. That's not bad.
Yeah, the roaches hold, the queens hold in the main base as well. So far, JonSnow, he is looking pretty good defensively.
And these queens, there's just so many here. Perfect response here from JonSnow, and it's looking a little rough here for PureLegacy.
Yeah, so far
I kind of like that PureLegacy took no regret out, because I feel like they're two players that aren't very liked.
They can be too controversial.
Yeah.
I mean, no regret. I feel like he's redeemed himself in the eyes of the public. He used to be a much different player like 4 years ago.
I'm not a fan.
yeah.
I feel like it's just too rude. Like you could tell people things without being rude about it.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, he's getting some creep tumors here. He's gonna get a Yamato or two off, and then he's getting all the damage he can, and then he'll blink out eventually.
Yeah, hopefully he blinks out as one of the BCs getting pretty low.
He blinked out with both of them, didn't even leave the other one in there to do any more damage. He can take him home, repair him up, bring him back in later. And now we have the Corruptors coming out, which will shut this down.
Yeah, JonSnow going for the same reaction he did last time. He's getting Corruptors, he's getting +1 air attack as well. Meanwhile, we have PureLegacy.
No infestation pit this time, though.
Yeah, no infestation pit. So we won't be seeing any infestors or swarm hosts at all. I don't think I like how many Hellions PureLegacy has here, especially against this army composition. Like,
yeah, I think he just has to keep him alive now. He's getting an armory, so I don't know what his transition here is. He should be able to pump out. He's only going with 2 cyclones at a time. He could be getting 4. I mean, he doesn't have the economy quite for it. There you go. But yeah, he has Hellions. He needs to keep the Hellions alive now and just pump out cyclones. He has a good number. I'm sure he has a number in his head that he wants for Hellions.
Yeah. But so I do like that
normally he produces both at the same time, but he's just doing one then the other.
Yeah. Well, I've noticed this a lot when it comes to his macro cycles. He just goes from 1 at a time, and now he's working on his cyclones. Oh god.
Oh, what a save. I want to see how much health was on that BC.
Wow, 6.
6 health. Oh my god. Talk about a close call.
Yeah.
Ooh, but now he can roastabile things down.
Oh, he has to be careful though. Yeah, Caustic Spray, and the Cyclones are here for defense, but oh my god, there's just so much Roach Ravager here.
Yeah, there's a lot of Roach Ravager here, and there's only really... Actually, the tank position is pretty good, but this is a nice time for the Corruptors to come in and also fight the BCs here, and who's going to win this fight? It looks like JonSnow is going to cause more damage than he will be able to repair from or recover from even.
Yeah.
This could be the end of the game here.
This could be
JonSnow's making 13 roaches and a Baneling. That's +2 coming up here, and he's just going for the kill. The wall was not lifted. The roaches and Ravagers are inside of the main base, and there's nothing defending the third. The boys are pulled. Oh my god, is this it right here, Light? Are we seeing it?
He's done it. All the tanks go down. The majority of the army goes down as well. He's on top of the production, and this is just far too much damage. JonSnow up 80 supply.
Oh my god, this has to be it. He's even corrosive biling things down. Oh, JonSnow takes it, and that is it. PureLegacy is out. No GG was called at all. I had to go back to double check. I think PureLegacy accidentally disconnected before being able to GG. His internet must have gone out or something. I don't know. But with that, PureLegacy, you're out. That is it. No more PureLegacy. JonSnow is going on to the finals, to the qualifier match. And who will he be playing? We do not know yet. His opponent is still in a match.
Yeah. Maybe if a couple of people in the chat can let us know. I've never heard of Sotorx, and I don't know if that's an alias for someone else. Like maybe it's someone else going under a different name on ESL. But he's currently going up against Caleb. You know, he took it down Asuna and Drunken Boy. And those are pretty notable players. So Sotorx is doing really well.